The powers of the three most powerful rings lasted until the end of the Third Age, when they had faded. They are Narya, the Ring of Fire, Nenya, the Ring of Water, and Vilya, the Ring of Air. Narya was adorned with a red stone. It was held by Gandalf and openly worn by him at the Grey Havens. Called the Red Ring of Fire, it was originally entrusted to Gil-galad by Celebrimbor and given to Círdan by Gil-galad. "Take now this ring," said Círdan, "for thy labors and thy cares will be heavy, but in all it will support thee and defend thee from weariness. For this is the Ring of Fire, and herewith, maybe, thou shalt rekindle hearts to the vow of old in a world that grows chill. But as for me, my heart is with the sea, and I will dwell by the grey shores, guarding the havens until the last ship sails. Then I shall await thee." He had seen further and deeper than any other in Middle-earth. This ring came from over the sea, and was also called the Third Ring, but this was only known to Círdan for a period of time, as he knew about the landings of the emissaries from the western shores, the Valar who sought counsel. When Sauron's shadow stirred again, they had to try and resist him. There were 5 chiefs from the north of Middle-earth, but Círdan saw the greatest spirit and the wisest, and granted to Gandalf the third ring, Narya, the red, before he left for the sea. And the grey messenger took the ring, and kept it ever secret. Yet the white messenger, who was skilled to uncover all secrets, after a time became aware of this gift, and begrudged it, and it was the beginning of the hidden ill will that he bore to the grey, which afterwards became manifest. As a result, Gandalf's spirits were warm and eager, which was enhanced by the ring, and he was able to fight the powers of Sauron, opposing the fire that devours and wastes with the fire that kindles, and reveal his power to Sauron. He mostly journeyed on foot, leaning on a staff, so he was called the Elf on the Wand by the men of the north, while neither seeking power nor praise. It was not known that Gandalf had borne the Ring of Fire until he had arrived at the Grey Havens. Nenya was held by Galadriel and is also known as the Ring of Adamant. It was also called the White Ring. She had received it from Celebrimbor when she counseled the elves to keep the rings, especially the 3 rings, far from Eregion. It held a great power among her, which was the ability to conceal all evils, though it later increased her desire for the sea, causing her to gradually lose the joy she had in remaining in Middle-earth. While Sauron posed as an emissary in Eregion, he perceived Galadriel to be his chief adversary and obstacle. She scorned him, while there was no explanation of why she did. It can be implied it was because she was able to perceive his true nature, but she permitted him to remain in Eregion. However, Sauron formed a society or a brotherhood in secret unbeknownst to Galadriel and her husband, Celeborn, in order to further seize his own power. Galadriel left Eregion and was able to defend against Sauron and take up rule in Lornand. Sauron left, and Galadriel received Nenya from Celebrimbor after she counseled him, asking him to keep the 3 rings as far away from Eregion as possible. This was also around the time when Vilya was given to Elrond. Galadriel was able to use the ring in Lothlorien to conceal evils, though it is not normally visible. However, it is visible to the bearer of the One Ring, while Sam mainly saw a star through Galadriel's fingers. Frodo gazed at the ring with awe, for suddenly it seemed to him that he understood. "Yes," said Galadriel, divining his thought, "it is not permitted to speak of it, and Elrond could not do so. But it cannot be hidden from the ring-bearer and one who has seen the eye. Verily it is in the land of Lorien upon the finger of Galadriel that one of the 3 remains. This is Nenya, the Ring of Adamant, and I am its keeper." Vilya was given to Elrond by Gil-galad before he died, since Gil-galad wanted Elrond to be his vice-regent in Eriador during a council they had. They had formed the last alliance of the Second Age. Thus the Ring and all the rings started in the Second Age and continued on through the Third. Vilya was also the mightiest of the three rings. This was also around the time when Nenya was given to Galadriel. For many years the Westlands had peace and time in which to heal their wounds, but the Númenorians had tasted power in Middle-earth, and from that time forward they began to make permanent settlements on the western coasts, becoming too powerful for Sauron to attempt to move west out of Mordor for a long time. It can be implied that Vilya has helped Elrond carry out his healing powers and deeds in Rivendell, an enchanted sanctuary in the extreme eastern margin of the western lands which he had founded. Imladris was an elvish stronghold which remained as such throughout the Second and into the Third Ages. Many elves dwelled in his home after the fall of Gil-galad, making Imladris the chief dwelling of the High Elves in Eregion, except the Elves of Lindon. However, it is certainly not limited to the Elves, as evidenced by Thorin and Company, the Fellowship of the Ring, and Bilbo's retirement.